Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's him, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Olise. France are looking to go forward now. Now it's Olise. Spread neatly. Doué. Shoots! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Dembele's cross.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Doué. And here's Dembele.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Olise. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Camavinga. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Traoré. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe. Camavinga.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Conte.
Oh, well played, well played.
Saliba.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Conte. He's played it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Picked out brilliant. Thuram! Goal! France are back on level terms. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is Conte. Klaus picks it up now. He is through here. He's had a shot! Goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
France go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Do it. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Hernandez getting this one clear. There's the whistle for half-time. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
France head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Hernandez.
The ball's gone astray. Chouameni. Well played, well sorted out.
Conte.
And it's Hernandez. Chouameni.
Played back in. Now this could be a chance. He has a look out.
And it's Chouameni.
And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
France
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that.
And he's forced to go back. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Olise.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's well spotted. Klaus. Thuram. Chouameni. Saliba. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Conte. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga. Olise. And it's Hernandez. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take in a good area. That is lovely. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Out towards the flank.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Klaus. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? France have a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 21. Le numéro 22.
Dembele does really well to...
And he shoots! And he hits the net! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
He's gone for goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba cuts out the pass. Mbappe. No unnecessary risks, and the game is... Oh, they could be caught out here! Oh, that's fabulous. France with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
France have their second corner now. Hernandez goes short. France have the chance to go the other way. Digne. And it's Zaire Emery.
And he's lost his man here. Looking to play him in. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And what a climax we have here!
Temps additionnel.
Yeah,
3
that's
minutes.
really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
We are into overtime. And we're done.
France have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwavering. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. And that's been drilled in.
Played out towards the right wing.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent
Chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Mbappe wins the duel this time. France finding their passes. Hernandez with the delivery. Cleared away. And it's Tchouaméni. And this is Dembele.
Chance for a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happy.
And the finish! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're...
Olise. Now who's going to be first to this? Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And this is Dembele.
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Really.
And that's it.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The action has already started. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Mbappe.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been cleared.
Can he spark a counter here?
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy's still...
Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Out towards the flank. Gets a good foot in there.
Klaus is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. That is Conte. Thinks about the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Klaus. And that was nowhere near his best. Tries to play it through. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Klaus threads one in, expertly cut out, really nicely done. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Thuram. Conte. Klaus has it in a wide position.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Conte. Here's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni
Looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Oh, it's Dembele. France looking to pass their way through.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He'll try to keep this alive. Olise. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. That is Conte. Looking for the run.
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Can he get it through? Lovely ball and a real... Can he finish? It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And a shot! And that is wildly off target. Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Conte. Passing nice and neat. Conte. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Conte. Olise. Nice sequence of passes, this. Looking to play him in. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
France head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And they've gone backward here. And here's Mbappe. Tries a shot! They've done it! France are back on level terms. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. Olise. Out to the left it goes. Thuram. Klaus. Saliba gets a foot in here. Aims beyond the defence. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And they're back on the ball again. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Shapes to shoot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
France take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Thuram. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Thuram. Zaire Emery. Good read, needed to be. Pavard. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Passes short and sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question...
Can he finish? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Changement en cours.
Very nicely done. Foot in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Zaire Emery gets into a good position. And this is Dembele. Colomwani, there's the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, that could cost them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Zaire Emery. France finding their passes. They shifted it to the flank. Now it's Barcola. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Barcola.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Colomwani. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. For fun. Real chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Digne.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, there's the clearance. And the number on the board is 3. And Pavard. He's found a way past. Pavard stood his ground strongly. Mignon claims it, safe hands. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
As you can see, we've already started here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Conte. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
And it's Hernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. Dembele.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Conte.
That is a great pick out. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Tchouameni touches it back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise.
Now it's Kante. That has not gone well. Conte. This looks promising. Thuram. Big chance! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that's been won straight back. Saliba. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Chouameni. Now Saliba. That's a good ball out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Conte. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Off the post! And here comes the corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Chouameni. Lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Klaus. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Olise. Hernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! Oh, it's hit the post! Conte. And Hernandez. Doué. And it's Doué. And here's Olise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. And we hit half-time. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
France are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe. Now it's Kante. Klaus. Can he get onto this? Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Olise. Doué.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Olise. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good read, needed to be.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Konate. Now, can they get him away?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Klaus carries the ball down the right. And it's Hernandez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nice control. The ball has bounced loose now. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 21. Le numéro 22.
Pavard.
À leur place.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Chouameni. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pavard. Showing good feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Upamecano. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Out towards the flank. That's tidy. And it's Camavinga. Rabiot. Mbappe purring through the gears.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Pavard. Pavard making good progress on the right-hand side. It is a corner. Inyard with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Une minute.
It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba gets it away. And that is as far as it goes. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Elise, little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he was quick to react. And it's Hernandez. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Aims beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And this is Kante. Dembele. Quarter of an hour played. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Elise. Knocks it into... There's the shot! And it's fallen kindly here. Goal! France! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Upamecano. Ball played for Klaus. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he latch on to this? It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. Klaus. Klaus just loves to go forward whenever he can. Elise. Hernandez concedes a free kick for that. Elise. And it's Kante. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Takes a shot! France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Elise. Elise's cross. And that has been knocked clear. France are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hernandez showing good feet. And he's had it nicked away. Elise. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is through here, in towards the back stick.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And he's picked it up out wide. Conte. Thuram. Chouameni. Time and again they are repelled. Mbappe. Mbappe! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. Chouameni. That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Konate clears. Now Saliba. And it's Chouameni. Chouameni stood his ground strongly. And here's Dembele, closing in on goal. Saliba. Olise. Hernandez, and it's Hernandez. Well, played right into his path. Chouameni. Can he spark a counter here? Doué tries to play it through. Mbappe in with the challenge. He's shifting through the gears here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chouameni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe, and reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Thuram. And it's Conte. Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. Conte. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for options for movement. Just a Mbappe! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's managed a decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 21.
Saliba.
Le numéro 22. Alors,
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Le numéro 26. Le numéro 18.
And Zaire
Le
Emery.
numéro 2. Le
That was
numéro
not
3.
gone well.
Digne. Changement en cours.
Rabiot. Thuram. And here's Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
France need to make something happen here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? He has a look up. Oh, shooting chance!
It's not an especially good pass, that, and that has left him in a heap. Now it's Kolomwani. It's a goal kick. Now it's Thuram. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Chouameni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't...
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Pavard, he's got away. That's good play. And it's Chouameni. Fofana. It's a threatening ball. Looking for the run. Oh, it's a great ball here. Brilliantly cut out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe looking to add to his goal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left be...
It's Dembele! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Digne. Chouameni. Zaire Emery. And it's Fofana. Passing nice and neat. Dembele! Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just eases him off the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Fofana, and here's the chance to counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Digne receives it in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now that's well seen too. Dembele. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Digne. Now it's Dembele. And it's Fofana. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, easy pickings there. That looks a good ball through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he shoots!
Changement.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a...
And that will be the final act. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
France absolutely shocking.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that is as far as they're going to go. Konate, Hernandez looks to get on the end of this.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Chouameni wins the duel this time. Distributed tidily. Olise has it in a wide position. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Doué. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Doué with the short one. And it's Hernandez. And the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Hernandez brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Hernandez. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Conte. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here's Chouameni. And it's Conte. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Olise, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Thuram. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gives it back. Olise. Chouameni, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chouameni really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
The ball has bounced loose now. Olise. Might be danger here. Conte. Oh, good spread for Olise. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Chouameni. Hernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. No, that's been intercepted. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Conte. And that's gone loose. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And here's Olise. Oh, that's nice. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Hernandez. A corner it is then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Olise. Chouameni for Olise. Now it's Thuram.
Temps additionnel, 1
Doué.
minute.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte, Upamecano, and it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too...
Mbappe! Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Klaus. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, nice touch. And it's made its way to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Doué. Mbappe. And it's Conte. Ball played for Klaus. Hernandez concedes a free kick for that. And it's Tchouaméni. And that is a little undercooked. Out to the right. Klaus made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Elise's cross. And he's taking no chances there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Conte. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Tchouaméni. Dembele. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's Mbappe!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, well measured. He's got away. Thuram! And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Mbappe. Elise. Tchouaméni. Klaus. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, well played.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He might have to go it alone here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's been drilled in. Conte. Oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele. Dembele purring through the gears. A lot of space ahead of him. Klaus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro...
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 10.
Saliba
Le numéro
looking
22.
for the run.
Le numéro 21.
Promising position.
À leur place, le
And
numéro
it's
24.
Camavinga.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 12. Le numéro 7.
Lovely
Le
bit
numéro
of
3.
skill.
Digne. Le numéro 2. Changement en
That's
cours.
been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Chance for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Finally! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Il y aura 2
France
minutes de temps
clearly
additionnel.
now in lead preservation mode. Digne. That's really well cleared. And he's decided to go for it. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Chers spectateurs,
So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.